In April 2026, the Philippines quietly signed onto one of the most consequential economic alliances of the decade. It's called Pax Silica. And if it works, it could reshape where the world's chips, minerals, and AI infrastructure actually get built, with the Philippines sitting right in the middle of it. Here's everything you need to know. So what is it exactly? Pax Silica is a US-led coalition, first launched in December 2025, built around one core idea: secure the supply chains that power the modern world, semiconductors, critical minerals, and artificial intelligence infrastructure, among trusted partner nations. The name itself is a mashup of Latin, pax, meaning peace, and silica, the compound refined into silicon, the literal foundation of every microchip on Earth. Founding members included Japan, South Korea, the UK, and Australia. Since then, the coalition has grown to include India, Israel, the Netherlands, the EU, and more. In April 2026, the Philippines became roughly the 13th member, one of only 2 Southeast Asian nations in the entire coalition, alongside Singapore. Why does this alliance exist at all? Because right now, the global tech supply chain runs through a dangerously narrow set of choke points. U.S. Undersecretary of State Jacob Hellberg put it bluntly. Layer after layer of the supply chain stack is dominated by one country, China. Pax Silica's entire premise is to build an alternative, a network of allied nations that can process critical minerals, manufacture semiconductors, and build AI infrastructure without that single point of dependency. It's being framed by Washington as an economic security strategy first and a geopolitical one second, though most analysts will tell you the two are impossible to separate. On April 16, 2026, that changed for the Philippines. The Department of Trade and Industry, through Undersecretary Seferino Rodolfo, signed the declaration bringing the country formally into the Pax Silica network. And the Philippines didn't come empty-handed. It brought real capabilities in technology manufacturing, including semiconductors and electronics, plus something few other members have: vast, untapped mineral reserves, including significant copper deposits critical to the entire chain. As its flagship contribution, the Philippines committed roughly 4,000 acres, about 1,619 hectares, in New Clark City, Tarlac, to become what officials are calling the first AI-native industrial acceleration hub under the entire Pax Silica framework. So what does the hub actually do? Officially designated by the Philippines as an economic security zone, it's designed to function as a purpose-built platform for allied manufacturing, an investment acceleration hub where specific industries get shaped by market demand, by what the Philippines does best, and by what the broader Pax Silica network needs. The government says it will invite companies to submit proposals to build out the zone, with priority given to projects that shift critical minerals processing and manufacturing away from Chinese suppliers. As of mid-2026, Taiwanese electronics giant Foxconn has been reported as a leading candidate to become the hub's very first locator. But, and this matters, the full framework agreement between the Philippines and the U.S. still hasn't been finalized. As of late July 2026, Finance Secretary Frederick Go says both sides are racing to sign it before year-end. For the Philippines, the upside is significant. Proponents point to a surge of foreign investment, thousands of new high-skill manufacturing jobs, and, perhaps most importantly, a genuine seat at the table in the global AI and semiconductor supply chain, something the country has never fully had before. Backers also frame it as a strategic hedge. A major allied tech hub on Philippine soil raises the stakes for anyone considering aggression against the country, and could act as a deterrent against both military threats and cyber attacks on critical infrastructure. But it's not one-sided cheerleading. Filipino commentators have raised real concerns. One is that without a deliberate strategy to build domestic capability, the Philippines risks staying at the bottom rung of the value chain, supplying raw, extracted minerals, while the high-value technology and intellectual property stay overseas. The other is sovereignty. In May 2026, the Philippine government publicly rejected a U.S. request for diplomatic immunity tied to the planned hub, with the base's Conversion and Development Authority pushing back on any claims of US jurisdiction over the site. These aren't deal breakers, but they're exactly the kind of details that will determine whether Pax Silica becomes a genuine win for the Philippines or just a supply point for someone else's tech ambitions. So what's next? Both governments are aiming to finalize the framework agreement by the end of 2026, the key step that would actually greenlight construction and locator agreements at New Clark City. If it happens on schedule, this would mark the first fully operational Pax Silica hub built from the ground up, anywhere in the coalition. Whether it becomes a genuine springboard for the Philippine tech industry, or just another cautionary tale about resource extraction, depends entirely on the fine print that gets signed over the next few months. Pax Silica is one of the biggest economic bets the Philippines has made in years, a chance to move from the sidelines of the global tech race to an actual production hub for the chips and AI infrastructure shaping the next decade. It's not finished, it's not guaranteed, but it's happening right now in Tarlac, and it's worth watching closely. If you want to stay on top of this story as the framework agreement gets finalized, make sure you're following along, because this is only the beginning.